Imagine standing before a timeless painting, the Madonna and Child by Giovanni Bellini. This piece feels as if it's whispering to you from across the centuries, pulling you into an ethereal moment suspended in time, a serene connection between mother and child, framed by the soft Italian light of a distant, holy landscape. In the center of the painting is the Madonna, Mary, seated, regal yet tender. She wears a flowing robe of rich, deep blue, a color that evokes the sky at dusk, holding within it the endless depth of sorrow and hope. Her cloak seems to shimmer subtly with light, almost as if the material itself is woven from the heavens. Her face is soft, with delicate, motherly features, cheeks gently flushed with the faintest pink. Her expression, though calm, conveys a complexity of emotions: serenity, love, and perhaps the weight of foreboding for the future her child will face. Her eyes, large and contemplative, seem to look beyond the present moment, as if she is lost in quiet reflection, aware of the divine importance of her role. In her arms, she cradles the Christ child, a baby with soft, rosy skin that seems to glow with a light that is not of this world. His tiny, pudgy hands are reaching, almost as if to grasp something unseen, or perhaps to offer a blessing. His expression is one of quiet curiosity, a baby discovering the world, yet there's an undeniable grace in his gaze, a gentle, almost knowing look that seems to hold both innocence and wisdom far beyond his years. The curve of his little body rests naturally against his mother's chest, and you can almost feel the warmth of that tender bond, the unspoken connection between the two. The background behind them is equally important. It is not simply a blank space but a living landscape, painted with the lushness of nature, verdant hills rolling gently into the distance, kissed by the golden light of dawn or dusk. The sky is a soft gradient of blues and pinks, delicate and dreamlike, as if the air itself is infused with divine presence. You can almost feel the slight breeze, fresh and pure, gently moving the grasses and leaves. In the distance, there are faint structures, perhaps the outlines of a peaceful city or temple, symbols of the world the Madonna and Child inhabit, but the figures remain the focal point. Bellini has infused the entire painting with a soft, glowing light. It's not the harsh light of noon, but the soft, caressing light of early morning or late afternoon, casting everything in a golden, ethereal glow. This light seems to wrap around the Madonna and Child, softly illuminating their forms, as if emphasizing their holiness. The shadows are gentle, barely there, lending the entire scene a tranquil, almost otherworldly stillness. You can almost hear the silence in the painting, an expectant, sacred silence that envelopes the scene. It's the kind of quiet that holds weight, filled with unspoken prayers, with reverence. The emotions radiating from this silence are profound. There's a deep sense of peace that calms the soul, but beneath it, a thread of melancholy, of inevitable sorrow. You can sense that Mary, while serene, carries the weight of future grief. Her face reflects both the joy of holding her beloved child and the quiet knowledge of the pain that will one day come. And yet, within that sorrow, there is hope. The baby in her arms radiates a quiet power, a promise of salvation, of something greater than the world can yet understand. He is both fragile and strong, a symbol of innocence and divinity intertwined. The painting is like a prayer made visible, silent, yet overflowing with emotion. It invites you to contemplate, to feel the love, the sorrow, the hope that Bellini has so delicately and lovingly painted. It's a moment frozen in time, yet full of life, a piece that speaks to the eternal nature of motherhood, sacrifice, and the divine. As you imagine it, you may find yourself swept up in its quiet power, feeling the brush of heaven against your soul.